Hello, everyone. Welcome to 50 degrees. 50 degrees. It's 50 degrees. 12:51 in the morning, January 22nd, 2020. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the LOUDLABS show with me, Scott Lane. Or LOUDLABS Live with me, Scott Lane. I don't know, it's one of those.
Suspect male wearing a black shirt, black pants. It goes with black SUV, dark sedan, and a white sedan.
Who knows?
Code 146 37 37. CT 97, Roger.
Rescue 7. Mission quarters.
And away we go.
I have 827 eating place. On 7, George Robert Henry, 604. Code 8278 place on George Robert Henry, 604.
Any Southwest Unit 415 Street, underneath the 110 at the Northside elevator. Subject is now panic along here.
115, fire alarm with a reset, 1082 College Place,
Code 2 and
4,
RD359.
Food market, liquor store parking lot.
Code 2 all for Roger, good night.
Engine 96 is flat, 20% unconscious, 11602 Shoemaker Avenue, 80 Avenue.
I get additional unit for standby 1245 McClellan.
Edge Rescue 9, immediate dispatch to restoration 403 East 5th Street.
Roger. Can I get one additional unit to Crenshaw and Adams?
Team is requesting one additional unit, Crenshaw and Adams.
19 shows well. Responding as well.
3 to team 3, a 19
Still fire 1 1/4.
Just not to
Fire 1. Rescue 107, immediate dispatch, creating difficulty 19834 Septo.
686 still shows code 6 looks significant wrong. Yeah, that's suspect. We're going to be on call to the MST.
Code 24, 7224,
25 person 6 ELS, 9747 Sunblow Stream.
Suspect 105 East 3rd Street. 2 is during the library direct to the neighbor. Code 2 is 151 RD20. Question RD 135. 75. 7645.
Social Lake Force 50 quarters, MDC's not taking. Lake Force 50, sharing quarters.
50, 21 L, 51 J, and take from the 21 C9. 27 Roger.
Happy New Year to you, too.
6701 Santa Monica Boulevard. All parties dispersed.
Thank you, Courage Lion. I will do that. I will definitely 100% do that. Oh man. There it is.
Veteran 7, Same 9 Tech, 13 is back up. Sign in, Roger. Good. Force 98 from Metro. Metro Far from Line Force 98, go. Line Force 98, Red Cross has been notified. They have no ETA at this time. Metro Far from Line Force 98, Roger. No ETA at this time.
No
The
ETA
occupants are at the house.
at this time. Hello, Central Coast.
11388, drone field terrorist.
Engine 168 with squad 167.
Shelter for now, but unable to shelter until tonight.
Magnolia Street.
Next hour or so is brought to you by Bang. For all your energy needs, drink Bang. I don't think I'm supposed to do it with a laugh. I think you're supposed to do it with a smile, but I don't think you're supposed to have a mischievous laugh afterwards. It's okay. They pay me for my smile, not my laugh.
Engine is 530, difficulty breathing 18412 South Court Avenue, 186th Street. Engine is 135, choking 3030 San Ramon Drive, Rucker Street. Email, contract video 159RD, 48.
Metro from engine 107, can you have the PR open the front door? Engine 107, gas standby. We've main access, Metro. Can I be one to show you how to do church? United Squad 16, 6 ALS, 1150 East 71st Street, Central Avenue.
I think you missed a gear. Good morning, Travis. How are you doing? Oh, that's just great. Hey, there's a giant T-Rex on top of that building.
11384. If you can notify Red Cross. 11384.
Where's everybody going? Where are y'all going, yo?
835, follow ATO 7 Richmond.
Where are y'all going? Huh. Right on, though.
700 south from us.
All these friends are out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
6th Street cross
That place is so fun.
91 spot 118, leading ALS.
That's enough.
Sheriff Function is Denny, 11507th Avenue, 16 freeway.
The Raptor's pretty clean. Quiet. 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 No one wants to hear it. No one wants to hear it or see it. What's up, LA Police and Fire Buff 17? Thank you, Des. Oh, hey, everybody drink. Everybody drink, 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 drink. Everybody drink, 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 drink. Everybody drink, 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 drink. No, turn on red. That's funny. That guy should have went, but he didn't want to go. I don't know why. I don't mind. I don't mind the signs. At least it lets you know where you stand or what you're supposed to do. Instead, it leaves the guessing out of it.
Incident 1214 chest pain. Bus 5751 at Vermont and 120th.
Good morning, Jeff. What's up, Caesar? Anyone? Anyone? Hey, it's green. Green means go. Green. Green means go.
That medic 4253 over. Machado, Espinosa Circle, lift.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Hola. 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 I think that means hello in Spanish. Master, I know. Isn't that great? I know. Whew. Yes, Griffin, it is kind of cool sometimes, except it's nowhere near as fun as the show. This is a very, very boring. It's a very, very boring aspect of the job, but it's the real part of the job, besides all the other stuff. All right, let me tell some people some things.
There's no warrant for a 1998 Toyota.
That's really bright. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to tone me down. What up, Midwest?
Flow 63, 18 flow 63, come in.
And Des, you get to do it safely. You get to do it safely.
On an AW suspect 11618 Ventura Boulevard at Jalapeno Peak. Suspect vehicle is a red Suzuki last seen. Correction, Suzuki SUV last seen westbound Ventura towards Laurel Canyon. Suspect in the Armenian white hooded sweater, blue jeans, brandish a handgun. Information on incident 180. 90%.
Don't go into the light. Don't go into the light. And come back out of it. All right, so let's find a story. I got a hit last night. I got a hit. Keith got a hit. Alex got a hit. I think that's it, though. All the other companies did great. We did okay.
I did 18 flow 63 return to the station from their community meeting.
But I don't do I don't do a zoom in. You won't see me I mean, I might zoom every once in a while, but for the most part, there's really no zoom in on the live stream. I do the zoom in on my news camera that you guys are connected to when I'm at the live scenes. Or when I'm at the scenes live.
Stating that he's broken his ribs.
Aw, that sucks.
5-3, the patient says he does not know.
It's really dark. It's really dark. But it's okay.
Incident 0151 and RD 135.
It's okay, I promise. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's find some news. Let's find some news, guys. Let's find some news.
1FB93, 1FB93, are you clear? Can you verify your location?
Verify my location.
If I can jump for Beverly and Alexander, one suspect.
I'm going to call 6 Charles Beverly and Alexander. Suspect.
So can you temporarily log off? I'm going to get another shot of BLMDC. I'll re-log on and display the calls.
Do boop. Do boop.
Roger.
Do boop boop boop. Thanks, Kat. I hope you are as well. Nothing breaking, Marvin, except a 3.6 earthquake in Granada Hills, which is really, really close to Northridge.
Hey, Hollywood, Spanish speaker, meet 6879, La Mirada, and Western. You can show us
Besides that, nothing.
71 FB 75.
Roger. Advising will be from La Mirada East.
Marvin, where were you? I got a story.
Location is La Mirada East of Western.
I have a 94 earthquake story. I was,
3853, ST has a call at gas station at 7th and Vermont. Is that the same as your request?
where is that? Maybe somewhere like that. Canoga Park.
Can you repeat? You came in broken.
Canoga Park.
Roger. 1 SC93, 1 SC93, code 1.
I hate this light. Sorry, guys. Marvin, have you heard my my 94 earthquake story? I've said it before. It's not that big of a deal, but it's I got a story. I got one. I was 1 year out of high school, and I
29 negative. Thanks for checking.
like everyone else, was woken up. Right. Don't quite remember the earthquake so much as I remember my grandfather, who lived in Canoga Park, had just recently died, and my my grandma, my turtle, my step grandma at the time, she's no longer with us, but she we called her Turtle. Turtle's all by herself. So, and at that point, cell phones existed, but they weren't anything what they are today at all. And let me help out the story a little bit. Let me clear my throat, my friends. No, seriously. Now I can talk, and now I got this. Ready? When you have kids, you're always going to be sick. So, the earthquake takes place. We call my grandma. Can't get a hold of her. Can't get a hold of her on the hard line. Can't get a hold of her on the cell phone. So my mom and I get in her car and go. We drive to Canoga Park, somewhere off of was it Canoga Park? It was off the 101. Off the 101, right near past the big huge office building on the left that looks like the White House, and then just an exit or two to the right, right near the mall or Galleria. But anyways, some new, after you make the right, there's some nice condos there on the left. So we went over there, we made it. As soon as we walked up to the door, we see a giant crack in the door. We make our way in, we find her, she's fine. The place is not doing so well, and you got to understand that my mom's dad, and he had good taste. He was Jewish. He owned his own business. He had some money. He traveled the world. He had good taste. So the things that were damaged cost some dollars, and it looked like a museum in his place to begin with. That's where my mom got her taste, and that's probably where I got my taste of art. But anyways, that place was really nice, and it was destroyed for the most part. So now we can't get a hold of her brother, and her brother lives in Northridge. So I grabbed my mom's cell phone. I grabbed my grandpa's bike. He's no longer with us, but his bike was still there. And I get and this is crazy because I wasn't a stringer at the time, but I know my way around town. So they gave me an address. I looked at a map, because at that time we had maps, Thomas guides. I looked at a map. I don't know if I took the page with me or if I just looked at it and I'm like, got it. And I rode my bike through the valley. I got to see derailed trains. I got to see fires. And I didn't have a phone or pictures. I did have a phone, but the phone didn't have camera on it. I didn't have a camera or anything to document this. But as I get older, the memories are going away. But I totally remember seeing derailed trains. I don't remember seeing freeway stuff. But I definitely remember seeing fires. I definitely remember seeing all kinds of stuff. So I made it from the 101 on a bike after an earthquake, during aftershocks, from basically the 101, rode my way up to the 118. Got there. They're fine. Their pool had a giant crack in it. Their house had some damage to it, but it was weird. They were closer to the epicenter, but their house wasn't as damaged as my grandparents. And I remember they made me a sandwich. I was able to find out that they were okay. I got on the bike and rode back. And when you're 19, that ride's nothing. But now if I had to do that ride, I don't know if I could do that. But anyways, that's my 94 story. I got to see it all. I got to see, well, not all, but I got to see the aftermath with my eyes as I drove through and came back. What up, Des G? Thanks for the money. Thank you for the money. Randy, yeah, there was a 3.6 in Granada Hills tonight. About an hour ago.
0175. Employees only.
Behind the scenes. I wonder how many stories I missed by yapping.
Oh, yes, go for Topanga Canyon and Roscoe, the Chick-fil-A employees only.
Metro Press 865.
Cancel
You give us the yellow 346.
You've been paranoid about the virus and the earthquake. Yeah, I don't know what the virus is, but the earthquake, we're in trouble. Someone's in trouble at some point. We're in trouble, and it's gonna suck because it's just gonna slow things down. Not everyone's gonna survive, but unless it's catastrophic and we become, apart from the rest of the country, it's gonna be pretty devastating. It's gonna like put things on pause. It's gonna put things on pause. And depending on where it is, it'll end up being, and for a stringer, or for stringers, or for a stringer company, it's not that easy due to the fact that everybody's sending footage in. It's 24-hour news coverage. You have to record it all to make sure you don't miss anything. And it's like brush fires. But it's a tough one. All right, so let's do the nice work. Damn. Slept in the park for 2 weeks. That's crazy. What's up, Jesse? We're talking earthquakes. Talking my earthquake story. I got another earthquake story. This one's what, 87? Is that Whittier? Whittier, 87? I was at Walker Junior High School. Well, I went to Walker Junior High School, but I was across the street at Kennedy High School. And I was in the band room. Earthquake took place. People thought that I pushed the piano into the wall. And I was like, no, man, because I kind of did stupid stuff at the time like that. So I was like, no, I didn't cause this massive building to move. So when that happened, I was like, oh, I'm not allowed to be here. I should probably go back to my school and go do what they want us to do. So I ended up, we hung out in the field all day, but that's my 87 story. I was in the Kennedy High School band room, and they thought I caused it.
2871.
I did not get a fire in Pacoima. I got some sleep from like 7 o'clock to midnight. 11:15 is when my alarm went off. 11:15.
Violent suspect in apartment 7 at that location.
Those are the two big ones.
15. 6831 and 6863 were assigned to the call.
65264, chest pain, 1138.
Ooh, that's bright.
Incident 0183, 9119. Telephone radio, Hill and 3rd. Incident 0195, 3132.
Good morning. Sarge's wife.
That's my 9-7.
917, can you collect the PRM? Rescue 91 from Metro.
1984
intersection 45th and Broadway.
Disregard. I was asking you.
We find no patient. Can you check the callback?
Marvin, you literally rocked that place.
3956 3rd Avenue, 3956 3rd Avenue. Full rape is suspect. Male, Hispanic, 37 years. No fire restriction. 435 208.
Ice quakes.
2041, Roger. Unit 3 identified.
That doesn't sound fun or interesting.
Northeast units cancel the trespass suspect from 2013 North Vermont, canceling by PR, incident 191.
1 FD 93, 215 West 6th Street, room 306.
Woken SoCal. Let me find some footage.
There's no one.
I think this is the La Habra quake. Yeah, the La Habra quake. There's some footage of
2060 Vista Del Mar Street.
these two dudes on the couch, and you can see their dog. Their dog notice it first, or their two dogs notice it first, and as it goes on, the dude on the couch puts his hands up like it's a roller coaster, or he's so happy that it's happening. It's pretty funny. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't ask for any of that. Thank you. See if I can find it. It's great footage. It's great footage.
Repeat across the western. 699
I think I found it. I think I found it. I think I found it. It's terrible footage though. So this is not the clean version. But you get the idea.
Any other calls in staff?
Yeah. I love it. Let me see if I can find another version of it.
6161 on your cell phone for a message from 6815. There's no one. Happy night, Roger. Thank you.
Or maybe just with the way that technology has moved, that's just how bad it looks now. And it looked good 5 years ago. It just doesn't look good now.
Vehicle, Abraham, Western.
Copy. And Control V. Boop. Control V. Boop. Control V. Boop. All right, so do yourself a favor and watch that. It's pretty funny. You'll see the dogs react, and then you'll see the dude on the couch. And if you're homophobic, you might have a problem.
On the street. Suspect vehicle, black Honda Accord, 847 Young 556, 847 Young 556, parked in the middle of the street.
Parked in the middle of the street. When are the aftershocks coming? Dude, they're always, there's 3.5, there's like 3 point something earthquakes all the time. Whenever they get past like 0.5, 0.6 is when they start, you know, people care. And we had a 0.6, so that's when people started to care tonight a little bit.
Suspect has previously been location, damaging vehicles in the carport. Suspect possibly walked next door to 8541 Alcott. On additional. Let's go to 216 RD859.
Could be a foreshock. That sounds sexual. Don't be sexual. That sounds sexual. I used to have an earthquake plan. Now I have a family and my earthquake plan's a little different. Hey, Alberto, right on. What part are you at? Did I just hear pulse point on dispatch? I swear, I think I just heard pulse point on dispatch. Right? That was weird. Just started watching it. Gotcha. Yeah, Robert, I don't think it was mine. You, if I'm live, you guys don't hear it. So I think it came, and it came over two different things. I think the city dispatcher had pulse point on. That's funny. Me too. What does it mean? All right, Robert, now I'm confused. What does pulse point mean, or what does me too mean?
South Mountain Avenue, incident 105 and 3013. Correction 313. What if you can know it's nearby?
What does Postmate mean? I don't know. Now you're confusing me, Robert. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Next. Next contestant. Come on down.
Can you call back on 6195 CSPD 4 meters?
6876 traffic stop Santa Monica Compliance 6877 Roger.
Yeah, woke. They probably have some hey kitty. They probably have some things in their house they don't want stolen. Or not stolen. Well, I'm sure they don't want it stolen, but I'm sure it's for security reasons, and I'm guessing that's not the only camera. I'm guessing they have outside cameras and stuff, but those weren't as exciting as that inside footage.
Gonna be a red 44.
130, never called a wash center.
I'm L 130, I'm L 133.
Wilshire 178.
Exposure Nathan 7, George Robert Go, Bryce Ford Explorer. 95 L 130,
6. Just saw a K-Trues on 8, Boy Charles Lincoln, 825.
825.
2129, perfect. Just go on K-Trues 8 Boy Charles Lincoln, 835.
Whoa now. Whoa now. Good evening, Ozzy.
With your name, domestic violence 5425 Santa Monica.
Good evening.
Taking information from the mother suspect.
Welcome to the
29
show.
years, 5'7", 170 pounds, throwing items in the apartment possibly on the second floor. Wanted to call it additional. What's yours in 230 RD669?
Okay, Roger.
Jeez, wake up, man.
Oh, you for Abraham, West to Western, so second Kentucky.
804, LAPD's on scene requesting. Stand by, we'll check for a better location.
23 Georgia.
Engineer Squad 171, KLS. 64 West River Valley, 5 Kenwood Street.
15 George 40, TAC 42 is going to be clear, and we'll be carrying from here.
Go tell them, Roger.
6867 Roger.
Even as I wanted to see 14247 caliber, incident 659 Battery medication 15107 by and incident 1459914. And I'm 6078, clear.
Suspect, Western and King.
Clear.
Station with 1.
On your right?
Hi, Roger. Not a good idea.
Right, so Roger. 36
Robert, I was doing a weather time lapse. I just had my camera facing the pike, and I was in my vehicle when he did that.
Valley Road Taxi Channel 42 is clear into normal broadcasting.
He thought he was slick. And I wasn't going to put him on the internet. I really wasn't. I have no reason to. But then when I went back and looked at my footage and saw that he did that, I was like, oh.
Ongoing loud party.
All right.
421 Portia Street.
Then I will do exactly what you wanted me to do. But, you know, I was just shooting a weather package.
5425 Santa Monica Boulevard. Code 230 RT669.
That's all. Yeah, said it was private property, yet we're in a public place.
Units, domestic violence restraining order violation, 424 South Rampart Boulevard. Suspect is female white.
What happened, Jack?
Correction, 424 South Rampart Boulevard. Apartment 203. Suspect is
Yeah,
female white.
Robert, he's not allowed to do that.
Code 3, incident 0238 and 9251.
He's not allowed to do that. But what happens is, like, he saw my car, he saw the camera, he got all excited when he saw the scanners. He thought he broke a case. He thought like he was playing detective and got all excited. And you can see his ears got warm and he got all nervous and breathing hard. And it was, he's like, oh my God, we got a job to do. We broke the case. The case of the news cameraman doing his weather job. So it gave them something to do.
Trigger 004. 1993. Yes, before 3956 third Avenue. Still responding from 3rd and 6th identified. Minus 272 responding code 3 from 3rd and 6th to 434 South Rampart. I use code 4.
What you don't see in the video is the, I would say 10 minutes between the time that he put it on there and took it off. I wasn't going to make the video, you know, really long, and I wasn't going to like fast forward it or anything like that. It was just a quick, funny clip that I put together last night.
Your PR is ready to talk to BD by phone. Your second PR from 142 on 4th Street.
1076 Live Oak Avenue, Pollock Avenue.
Oh, yeah, just moving. One, three.
If you look at the video, you'll see his buddy has the old hands behind the back trick.
There's a code 4.
And the one guy had his hand in his pocket. Usually when you're going to get into a situation, you don't have your hands in your pocket or behind your back unless something's in your hands. So I don't know if they thought I was there to fight an assault or what, but when I said you're being recorded for your safety and mine, they took that as a threat. And I was like, dude, how can a camera be a threat? I'm just recording for your safety and mine. Oh, for our safety? Are you threatening us? So the camera's for your safety. He's like, it's not for ours, it's for your safety. And then I was like, oh, are you threatening me? I played his game. It was funny. It was pretty funny. And then that one guy started calling me on scene because he knew what on scene was. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was a part of on scene. I helped establish them back in the day. Okay, on scene. It was pretty funny.
On the phone number?
Like I said, I wasn't going to put the dude. I only started recording in case they went and touched my camera. Hey, thanks, Griffin. I broke out my camera on my phone. In case, because he started saying, he's like, oh, so you're leaving the camera there. It's what did he call it? It's discarded stuff. He's like, so you're not near it, so it's just left there, right? I was like, no, it's not, and everything's being recorded, so if you go touch it, you're gonna be in trouble.
Cancel incident 184.
And he's like, well, you can't be here. And I go, you want to know how I can? Because you haven't touched or moved my camera yet. That's how I know I can be here. And then he showed me a sign that said no commercial photography. I was like, no one's paying me to be here. I'm not using this footage to sell a product. I'm using this footage to inform the public. I'm literally recording clouds move behind a fake roller coaster. And one of the differences between what I did and a First Amendment auditor was, I was doing my job and I came and got messed with by the security. First Amendment auditors go to the security to cause problems, and then the cops show up and then they cause more problems, and then they play the victim. They're instigators that play the victim. If they ever do something gnarly, like if something gnarly ever happens, you can kind of call it intent. Even though they didn't intend to go, like let's say one of those First Amendment auditors goes somewhere, get into a physical altercation, and physically hurt somebody defending themselves. They were defending themselves, correct, and they hurt somebody, put them in a coma, something like that. Well, you went there with intent to instigate, and they'll say, no, we didn't. It's like bullshit. You got a whole YouTube channel that proves otherwise, and a good lawyer is going to be like, dude, every one of your videos is you instigating. You're going to say you didn't go there to instigate, so that's intent. You have intent to go there to instigate, which could turn into you defending yourself and hurting somebody. That's what's going to happen here soon with those First Amendment auditors. Anyways, what's up, guys? Abandoned property. There you go, Paul. That's what he called it. He's like, it's abandoned property? I go, no, I'm looking at it. It's right there. Abandoned property. Those are the words he used. I was with my friend and we were trying to get some food and somewhere I was trying to close the street and I was looking at the wrong traffic light and I was like, whoa. Glad you're okay. And your bike is okay. Good. Hello, Holland. Hello, Holland.
3661, 3550 Truesdale, USC campus. 1583, you can log back on.
Secretary 45 Rogers.
Uh-oh, that's not good at all.
You found narcotics in front of Grand Park Station. The CD Uber driver in front of the location wearing a black jacket, blue pants, in a black Ford.
Okay, that's fine. We're not far from there. We're not far from there. But it's not what we need to do.
Neighbor dispute 324 South Grand Park Boulevard, apartment 202. Incident 155, ready 251.
Suspect at 8537 Alcott Street, question 2163849.
Well, look, I've seen it, but the video's not the best of. And I'll give you a great example of what I mean by instigate and intent. The following week, they went back there, got into some more mischief. The following week after that, went back there. So they go there on the Friday because they know the employees were sitting there drinking, having a good time, and that was nice of their boss to let them do. Might have not been the smartest or legalist of things to do, but it creates great work morale. You know, after a hard week of work, you guys hang out, have a drink or two, have the taco truck come by, it is what it is. So they found out that's what was happening, and they would go back there and do that. So they got into that fight the first time. Then they went back there, and then they go back there every Friday to see So if you say no, we didn't have any intentions, it's like well, you got a whole thing documenting you instigating. But yeah, I saw it.
Paul, Henry, Edward, Union, Sam.
I was talking to a police officer, and because one of the things, you know, and every time I talk to a police officer, this conversation comes up, and it's every time I mess around with them, and I was like, don't make me First Amendment audit you, and they look at me funny, and I was like, those guys give us a good name. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, the way you look at them is how you guys used to look at us. And they're like, yeah. And then after the show, and after those guys come out, people kind of realize who and what we are and what we're not. And hold on. So the officer was saying that there's certain words, and he didn't tell me what those words were, but there's certain words that the officers start to use, and then those guys know they're getting arrested. Because what will happen is those guys have they have their words. They always ask. They have their certain speech that they give. What's your badge number? What's your name and badge number? Call them a tyrant, and continue to stand their ground on certain loophole media rules. And what will happen is the police will start to use certain language, and then they know that they're getting arrested. And some of them want to get arrested. They do. They want to get arrested. It creates views, and it gives them a possible lawsuit. And if you have a lawyer that's willing to work pro bono, then yeah, why not? The problem is once you get busted, it's not really a problem. It's the way the law works, not necessarily a problem. It's a problem for some people. If you get in trouble for one certain thing and you don't get yourself out of that trouble, and you get in trouble for it again, that's called a prior. It's called a prior. and you get in trouble doing the same thing with a prior, that's no bueno. They did beg for donations for a broken camera. They did. I do remember that. Some of them are making decent dollars. They are. They are making dollars off donations because there's a lot of people that don't like cops, and they give dollars. And then there's a lot of views equals dollars. And if it's monetized correctly and not blocked, there's dollars right there. I always tell the officers, I'm like, I didn't know I could yell at you like that, and they look at me funny. I didn't know I could yell at you guys like that.
8, Adam Robert 07, Sam X-ray, Young William 4, 387.
Yeah, Jesse, but that's just people. That's people getting pulled over and thinking that they have. I mean, they do have rights, but that's people thinking they have certain rights during certain things. I'm talking about the guys who actually walk over to a place and then start recording, not somebody who gets pulled over and then records. But either way, yeah, when they break out the windows, it's great.
2X11
Ooh, it's warm.
Park Station. 2X11 is at the.
Well, it's because I have my heater on, but it's 52 degrees right now where we are.
8 North Lincoln Williams 605.
26 off on the watch.
14W170, show me code 6 with those units.
600.
Can you confirm the apartment number?
One, John or 8, Adam Robert 07, Sam X-ray, Young William 4, 38720. There's no one NCIC. The corresponding plate of 8, Henry Ocean Mary 571. The 2000 Nissan Utility in South Sandoval, 915 Hendricks Avenue.
Griffin, that's far. I'm coming up on my 20-year anniversary. Coming up on my 20-year anniversary. Yup. I've been chasing stories for almost 20 years. I've been chasing crap with camera for 30. I've been getting paid for it for 20. My subjects have changed over the years, but for the first, I would say 10 years of me playing with cameras, it's probably more than 10 years. Let's see here. Started playing with cameras in the late 80s. Big VHS home video cameras. And then it changed to
Watch 3 units.
mini DVs. Well, high 8, but I didn't really mess around with high 8 too much.
3 unit.
The 99's when I got my, so.
Central Station for
Yeah, it's been a long time, 30-something years I've been playing with cameras. But my content was my friends.
6536.
Until I started getting paid, and then it was not my friends. Although I did get paid to record my friends, but it doesn't pay like the news does, so I slowed down on that. Plus, my friends all grew up except for one. He still makes a living doing kid stuff for the most part, but it's adult kid stuff.
2029. Let the units are handled for sending outside identified. Now for a 15-man woman.
Andrew, I like those. Can't see me. Nope, you can't, Patty.
Attempting to get into
Can't see me.
Suspect number
But
1
I'm
is
here.
a female black rainer, green hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, black shoes. Suspect number 2 is a male black wearing a gray sweater. No further. Now code 3 incident 250-9463. Hollenbeck unit handler.
Hollenbeck units handle. If
Reported to Olympia, confirmed overdose. Correct, 55 did you receive?
55 go.
Correct, 55 have a low park 15 now, woman 2005 East 4th Street.
What's up, Studio City?
250-8463.
What's going on, man? April 4th. April 4th, 2020. That's my 20-year anniversary for my first hit on TV. It was a Southgate motor officer down. And I just rolled up upon it. I was actually on my way to a shooting. And then I rolled up on that. And a police officer laying on the ground is way more important than a dude shot on the ground. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are for the most part. And yeah, I got some hits on that. Back in the day, we had the drive to Culver City. The drive in traffic during the day. Dude, I drove the shoulders so much because we had deadlines. You would try to guesstimate when you're going to get there, and you had to call the stations because we were using telco loop 94666. I forgot what it was, but you'd call and go, all right, I'm going to feed between 3:15 and 3:30. It would cost us $50 to make that feed, and the stations would have to order the window between 3:15 and 3:30. Then you'd call and be like, oh, I'm going to be doing it 3:25 to 3:35 to 3:45 to 3:40, whatever it was. And yeah, it was gnarly. And I did that until I started, until technology got us from dropping tape to just sending our footage FTP to the feed point. Then at some point we got rid of the feed point and directly emailed the stations. Technology, man. Technology. And now they have the technology where you can go from your camera into your phone and send to the stations from your phone. Or just shoot it with your phone. Where can you send me a gift? I don't know. Hey, Griffin, why you keep giving me dollars? I think all the donations are you so far. Thanks, man. For my anniversary. That's funny. I guess I can send you my address if you email me. I think you've emailed me before. What's up? Legrand? What's up, Legrand? Legrand? Woo woo! High five. Low five. Too slow. Yo.
20 minutes for two.
David 055.
055. 055.
666 4806
Dez, in your picture is what's next to you? Is that a dog, a person, a stuffed animal? Looks like a dog, but I could be wrong. And if it's not a dog and it's a person, well, now I'm a douche. That's me and my dog. Okay, good. What's up, Darby? What's up, Yesenia? What kind of dog you got? Besides a cute one. What's up, Jackie Wacky? Uh-oh, we got a dog and cat showdown. Who's gonna win? Dun dun dun. I guess it depends. Guess it depends. You go on vacation for a week. What do you do with your cat? What do you do with your dog? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Yesenia, I'm an hour in. We haven't done anything but sit in a car and talk, like most streams. We haven't found anything fun and exciting. RV fire fully involved, but we're nowhere near that. Jackie Wacky, they love each other. Good. But if you left for a week, would you leave your dog and cat in the house by themselves? Absolutely not. But you would leave that cat there by itself. You have to take that dog with you. Oh, he's sick. I'm sorry. Woke, it does. It absolutely does. It means you like kids and you don't like adults. But in a nice way. It also means that kids are way more fun than adults. Chihuahua mix, right on. I think mine's a Chihuahua mix. I got a pug Chihuahua mix looking thing, I think. Look at that. There goes a Lamborghini.
Engine 22 squad 50, difficulty breathing.
Damn.
Northside Drive, River Avenue.
Isn't that it's crazy watching a house drive by. I've always tripped out on those cars, man. It's like, you realize in another state how big of a house you can get for the price of your car? Come on, man. And you wonder why most stringers are out of shape. Because if you do the job well, most of it is sitting on your ass waiting. Jeez. Louise. Quiet night. Hector, I'm gonna go with yeah. I'm gonna go with yeah. It has been a quiet night. Let me check our feed site here and see what we have going. We got some stabbings in Covina, the earthquake, an MTA bus versus a pedestrian, and that's about it, man. That's all we got. That's all we got. It's coming up on 2. Coming up on 2 a.m. And I'm doing everything right. I'm sitting here in one spot, staged. 2 stabbings in Covina. I had a couple of them, different locations. Griffin, that's why I have a hard time believing that I have a Chihuahua mix, because it doesn't yap. It barks if somebody is outside or at the door, but besides that, it's not a yapper, and that's why I'm like, it's not a Chihuahua mix, but it might be. He's cool. I like him. He's all right. He's a good fit for our family. We've had him now about a month. Yeah, a little more than a month. Little more than a month. He's a cuddler. He loves to sleep with you, and he likes to go under the covers. I'm not a big fan of that part, but he will bury himself under the covers and sleep with you. I'm kind of allergic to him, so sleeping with him isn't the best of things for me. As soon as I get near him, my eyes start to well up and I start sneezing and crap. So yeah, it's great. Jesse, not so much. We haven't had an accident, I think, in a week. We did have an issue not too long ago where it was like, dude, we gave you an opportunity. But I walked him right before I went out, and he peed and pooped. Catwoman, he definitely loves his belly rubbed. He'll come up to you, lay down, and basically lay on his back, put his legs up. Yesenia, I can't say that I did. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Page 159 Square 158 entry ALS 14908 Kingsley Drive 149th Street.
What? What is today, Wednesday? Huh.
Engine is 163 in difficulty breathing. 5107 61st Street, Hall Avenue.
Huh. Thank you, Hector. I have a feeling I'm gonna get 2 things accomplished today. I think I'm gonna get a car wash and some PARs. Bambi, in some places they do. In some places they do, and we are definitely in one of them some places. Killing me, man. Excuse me, I burped and it tasted like dinner. Funny you say that, Woke. Well, I'll give you a hint. If today is Wednesday, what was yesterday? And I had 5 of them.
That's 12, engine 26. Check the call back. No McDonald's at Bennington Western. You check the McDonald's at Western and 18. And no patient.
Yeah.
6 rods, we're checking now.
That burp tastes like meat, La Victoria, toothpaste, and lemon drop bang. That is true, Woke and Cali. That is absolutely true for the most part. That is one thing Southern California loves. We love our tacos. We love our tacos. Taco, 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 tacos. Alex, you got to be careful with that stuff. But yeah, street tacos are good, but you got to be careful with that stuff. But yeah, street tacos are good. Paul Revere, man. Sticking up to his name. Always out there informing people. Alberto Adam has turned himself into the best stringer in New York. I like that. I like that, Paul. I like that. I mean,
26, rescue 13, now cancel.
if an American treasure says the stories are coming, we got to believe. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Me too, Jesse. Me too. Alberto, I'm American. I've never had any Mexican in me, but I've put some Mexican in others. Ah-ha! Yeah, my dad is half Spanish, half Mexican. My grandpa's from Spain. He's such a Spaniard, though. He is whiter than white. Or was whiter than white. The dude was see-through, clear ghost. My grandma's family is somewhere from below the border. I don't know where. I didn't ask questions. My grandpa's family is from Spain. And they made my dad and a couple uncles. And then my dark-ass dad met my white-ass Jew mom. How do you think her Jew parents felt about that? They leave a country to save their lives just so they can make a little white Jewish baby to meet a big dark man. That's not how it was written back in the day, guys. But that is called modern America. Modern America. So yeah, I was born to a Jewish mother, a Catholic dad, and they sent me to Christian schools. So you guys want to talk about stories? Stories that have magic dudes that ride carpets? Well, not that extreme, but from the same place. Yeah, Patty, they're saying that's where the red hair came from on Bronson and my face. Was I guess my great grandfather, my grandpa's dad, he had some red hair. And if you guys look at my daytime stream from the other day, you'll see the difference from my face and my head. They're literally two different colors. One's dark, one's not. But if I have a hat on, my face looks dark. But when I take my hat off and you see my dark hair, you can definitely see the two-tone color. But whatever. His queen, everybody's related to her. That bitch got around.
Plate of a 3 Lincoln, Queen Robert, 243, 1995, Toyota 4-door, to Jeremy Patrick DeBravo at 1748, Ring Avenue, San Jose.
My dad's gonna show up soon. I should probably start toning it down and behaving. I should tone it down and behave to begin with.
About 6843, Jimmy. 6843, no further this year.
Because I respect them, Queen, if that's what you're asking. Why the hell for do I need to behave and straighten up? Because I respect my dad. Myself is respectful. So I respect my dad.
Yeah, DUI traffic, 1146 West Mark Drive, code 2, it's a 310 RD 521.
First responder, I don't know about that. Maybe like the first few. But I don't know about all of them. I know we're all related to Genghis Khan, right?
Using a 911 text stating that they need help. 324 South Rampart Boulevard.
His Queen, I didn't say you didn't, but you just told me why the hell for. Why do I need to straighten up a little bit? And I told you, but I can't get into these conversations with you because they never go well, so I'm just gonna stop.
Know that your neighbor dispute call is directed on apartment number 202, and this 911 text is stating there 102.
Patty, yeah. Sometimes work can be fun. Very immature of me, I will admit. Very immature of me. But I go through that kind of crap all the time, and I don't do anything about it. But when I went back and saw my footage and saw that he put something on my lens, that's when I was like, all right, buddy, if you don't want to be on the internet, which means to me, you want to be on the internet. So I put you on the internet. Brick House, I believe Allied Universal, something like that. Larry, no, not really. I mean, we have some B-roll of the aqueduct where the epicenter was, but besides that, there's no damage or anything.
Twin Towers with 1. 2 incident 280 RD 2025. Elliptic unit to handle identify.
See what I mean? And then you retract it. Point and case. Just settle down. Best thing to do is not say anything and just watch or don't watch. Yeah, it was very small, Larry.
18 inch ALF, 1015 Beaufort Avenue, Atlantic Boulevard. Call me, please.
The subject suffers from schizophrenia.
Woke. It's a real good question. I don't have any. What's the term? What's the term? I lost my phrase. It's an old phrase, right? Any something in the game? What's the phrase, old people? I know I'm not the only one who's old on here. I don't have a something in the game. What is it, guys? I don't have any skin in the game. Boom. Thank you, Larry. There you go. Yep, that's it. I ain't got no skin in this game, which means I can care less. But like, I can care less so much. I even asked my family. I'm like, what are we doing for Super Bowl? And every year we always do the same thing. And so this year I was like, we don't care. So what are we doing? And it looks like we're doing the same thing. But I do believe it is well. Compared to last year's game, this game just by default will be a better game. But I'm guessing this will go down as one of the best games in football history. We're not going to have any Brady type comeback because Brady won't be in it. but there might be a comeback, but it's going to come down to the wire. It will be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a good game, and I think the Chiefs will take it. And it has nothing to do with I want the Chiefs to win. I just think from what we've seen the past few weeks from the Chiefs, especially that comeback win, I think the Chiefs are going to take it. But the 49ers have been on a they've been on a good one. So like I said, it's going to be a good game. But I think the Chiefs are going to take it. I do think it'll be a high-scoring game. If you're a betting person, I don't know what the over-under is, but I would definitely take the over. But I also chose the other two teams to be in this. But that was personal reasons. That was the Titans because it was Cinderella, and the Packers because it was Rodgers. So I wanted to see the Titans and Rodgers, and then I wanted Rodgers to take it. So I didn't have any skin in the other game, but I did have some personal thoughts and opinions. This right here, no personal thoughts, just opinions. 49ers, $500 bet. Oh, you have a $500 bet on the 49ers. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, somebody do a Google research and find out where that phrase came from and how old is it. What's B-roll? B-roll is not the money shot. You got the money shot and you got B-roll. Well, actually, I take that back. There's the money shot, there's action, and B-roll. B-roll, let's say I get to a shooting scene and the victim has already been transported, and now I grab my tripod and I just set up and I just get them putting up yellow tape. I get them doing their crime investigation. That's B-roll. If I get there and I get the victim being treated by a fire department, I get them being put in the ambulance, that's action. That's also somewhat the money shot, depending on what it is. Now, if I go to a fire and it's a fatal fire and I get flames, action. If I get no flames and I just record the scene, that's B-roll. So B-roll means you got there late, but it doesn't always necessarily mean you got there late. Most of our job is B-roll, to be honest with you, because the way that it works is the story just has to happen, and they need footage for it to be reported. Now you sound like the guy on Cash Cab. So kind of the leftover of a story. Larry, you make it sound worse than that. Not necessarily. I mean, B-roll can make you, can get you a hit on every channel. It all depends on what the story is and what you got. But for the most part, B-roll is just boring. Look at B as in boring. Boring footage. That's what it means. But boring footage doesn't matter because the story, doesn't matter what you get on camera, the story took place. You can get a cop standing there or you can get a cop shooting somebody. The story is the story, it took place. So it doesn't matter what you get on camera unless you got tons of competition, the time of day, so many things go into play. And the best way to learn it is to experience it. Experience is key. Good night, Bambi. No, woke, and I don't think I will. There's so many other things to watch. I don't want to watch something that makes me try to feel bad for somebody who did something terrible. From what I understand, that documentary tries to humanize him, which is fine. He's a human, but I don't care. He did what he did. I'm over it. Plus, it's not, it just happened. Like, it was just in the news. Like, it just happened. It's kind of like the what's it called? The Queen movie. I can understand that. He's not here anymore. But then all of a sudden you go to the Elton John movie. He's still here. Same with Straight Outta Compton. It's like, yeah, great movie, but lived it. They're still here, except for Easy, obviously, but still. Like, I don't like watching stuff about things that just happened. So, to answer your question, no, I haven't seen it. I don't think I will. I have zero interest in it. Now, the cat thing, that I heard has to do with things from the time the internet started till now. That sounds interesting. But I also got so many other things that I would rather watch than some documentary about killing cats. But I do hear it's good. I do hear that thing's good.
First name of your EPA, INSI for 827.
Ryan, don't waste my time on what? The cats or Aaron? See his queen? I don't hate you, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I don't have conversations with you because, well, oh. Aaron, gotcha. Yeah. I'm not into that one. I'm not into that one. All right, so what's going on here? Prince, I don't think the documentary, well, I could be wrong, but is the documentary literally about some dude killing cats, or is it go down, like they have an A story, which is the dude killing cats, and the B story is something to do with the history of stuff on the internet and the research of, right? It's not necessarily about the killing of cats, right? Yeah, there's a B story. The B story is what the killing of cats can turn you into, or that's the A story, but the B story is, I don't know. I just know that it's not, it's more of an internet story about how the internet helped solve a crime, right? Again, I don't know. Oh, there's a fire. Oh, that's a while ago. Oh, I don't know nothing. Nope, not a Gemini. But the fact that you believe in the way the stars are aligned says a lot.
Andy Southwest Supervisor Me 363 29th and Crenshaw. Wish to meet Echo.
Murray, I'm just sitting in a car, wasting time, waiting for a story. Making a really long stream for people to scroll through later. I know people just scroll through and wait for me to get out of my car. Like they'll wake up in the morning and they'll scroll all the way through and be like, he never got out of his car. But thanks for the view. And then every once in a while I'll get out of my car. And then when I get out of my car, those ones seem to entertain people a little more.
Engine 108, squad 111, entry ALS.
What was messed up? Because I said you believe in the stars? Okay. Just like yesterday, you said I did something wrong and it wasn't cool and I don't know what it was. I just gotta learn to ignore you. Didn't I block you once? And then you came back as somebody else?
Also, can you just go your handle calls from your side?
Rescue 7, you've been out with your engine. Rescue 98, you're canceled. Engine 106, Roger, showing quarters.
You're not to meet.
Welfare check on possible 342 for adult touch. So, curfew HPD on co-op disconnected. Copy, Denny. 6-1.
All right. What are we doing? Am I a reporter? Oh, what's up, Murray? Oh wow, we haven't. Oh, it looks like you guys already beat me to it. Murray. Okay, so I'm kind of more of a videographer than I am a reporter. Reporters talk about my footage, if that makes sense. But I'm in Los Angeles. I'm listening to scanners. I'm waiting for calls to go chase to put on news. Are you in the Los Angeles area? But now we'll call you Murray because it's much easier for me to say. Murray, are you in the You're in Seattle. Gotcha. We do have, not we as in LOUDLABS, but we as in stringers. There are stringers in Seattle. But we are based out of Los Angeles. And if you have Netflix, check out the show called Shot in the Dark. If you don't have Netflix, you can watch a show called Stringers LA. That's like 10 years old. It's on this channel. It's kind of like the movie Nightcrawler. You see the movie Nightcrawler? You lived in Costa Mesa for 5 years. Love it. All right, cool. So yeah, it's like the movie Nightcrawler. And when did you live in Costa Mesa, Murray? So since you are familiar with Mr. King, no, that was LAX that did it. And I ask because if it was in the 90s, okay, perfect. So when you were watching the morning news, in the upper right-hand corner, you saw a logo that said onscene.tv, or at that time, RMG News. I was working RMG News from 2006 to 2012, and I was basically their only employee besides them. So if you saw the RMG logo, that was mostly me. But do you remember seeing that logo? On Scene or RMG, that's what we do. I'm LOUDLABS now. I don't always shut you down, but the things you say, I apologize if I hurt your feelings. They're just words. And that's kind of what this stream is. People say stupid stuff and I say stupid things back. My apologies. But you like to say things you basically make the stream about you. And it's my stream. It's not your stream. If you want to make it about you, you do your stream.
50 Roger, that cancellation. Can you show me responding to that message you want to call?
Larry, I like the Durango. I do. I'm a fan of the Durango. I think I would like to check that out.
Yeah, fire. Here's about 7,000. Sometimes you get a bullet, 50, something left northbound, and then they left on K.
Woke, you funny. You funny. Oh, you drive a Durango? Nice. How you like it? And have you drove Explorers? What do you think the difference is if there is one to you if you drove it? If you drove it, there's a difference. If you haven't driven it, there's no difference to you because you don't know. 2013? Sweet. Oh, I bet it does. Ryan, are you the stringer turned news cameraman? You saw Shot in the Dark, went out, did some stringing, and then got yourself a job at a local station, and now you have a company car and a company camera. Is that you? Everybody, look at that. Dreams do come true. It can happen.
95.6 Edward Robert 04701 Warrant 1997 showed up order.
Engine at 4131, difficulty breathing. 3785028 unit B3 Bravo 3.
Now you're directing the late news? Damn! Well, switch directing, gotcha. Damn! Check you out, dude. Check you out. All from just binging a TV show. That, to me, is the best story yet. It is. Out of all the stories, I like yours so far, Ryan. Yours is the best.
80 Roger, code 6 at Beverly Glen and Santa Monica. 80 EL3, we're coming to call, do not contact us no further.
Over the shoulders, a gray sweatsuit, a white tennis shoes carrying a blanket, attempting to open vehicles. Information is at 337, ready 1435.
On a 4-door hatchback.
Tony M. Blakely, 11668, Lolita Street, Beaumont.
Sure, why not? What's that? I'm not going to say anything. Woke. No, I haven't seen it. I am interested in it, though. I am interested in it. Jesse, that is an easy question. Super easy. I'll explain it with one word. Lifestyle.
Have you right?
Jesse, here's what's going to happen. Those guys are going to want me to be somewhere at a certain time, and I might not want to be there. That's basically what it comes down to. Wait, that's basically what it comes down to. Now, as I'm a family man, maybe those choices might change, but growing up, I've done a really good job of being able to do things kind of when I want, how I want, and I learned that having a 9-to-5 or any job that wants you from one time to another is not for me. Absolutely not. No way, man. The way that my mind and my body works is, let's say I start at 6 and I'm off at 3. That's all I think about is 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. What can I be? I'm wasting my time right now. I can be doing other things. What can I be doing right now? I'm just blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So, I am not the kind of guy that likes to be told where to be. If that makes sense.
7 Adam 73. Can I get on PMD wants and warrants on California plate 4 Edward Henry King 108.
73 for Edward Henry King 108.
Yeah, Eric, and he's here. 2 years and a few months. He is here. Hung out with him today. He is such a gentleman. The neighbor girl came home, and she had her hands full. And I wasn't gonna help her because, well, it ain't my wife. No, I'm just kidding. I told Bronson, I'm like, go help her. She didn't really need help, but enough to where I'm like, go help her, walk her to her door. He's a gentleman, and he helped walk her to her door, grabbed her computer case for her, and walked her to her door to make sure she got in safe. He is such a gentleman.
6466.
I mean, Jesse, like I said, as I get older, that thought process could change because being somewhere from 9 to 5 could give you benefits and help out, things like that. I should adult more. The whole rant and thing I just said a few minutes ago was not very adult of me, but it is what it is, and it's who I am. So I can't change that. The heart wants what the heart wants. The heart don't want to be stuck on a 9 to 5. Scott, do I have Facebook? That is a yes and a no. I don't do Facebook, but I have a Facebook, and that's only so I can post on the Shot in the Dark Facebook or the Loud Labs News Facebook, and I rarely do. I rarely do. As a matter of fact, my account is my wife's old account with my name on it. So it's not even my account. It's just one of her old accounts that I need that already existed. I'm like, hey, change the name so I can post on here. I didn't want to start a new account. So she had an old account that was doing nothing, and then she had her, you know, a Married to Scott account. So I took over her old account. So if you're going to send me any sexy pictures, my wife's going to see them first. I saw you on Live Rescue last night. Huh? Correct, Larry. For the most part, that is correct. I mean, I have an account so I can post things. Like, I'm the one who posted the security guard on the Facebook, but I don't have a Facebook that I'm currently on. Yeah, the muscle car fire. Like our footage or me physically? I don't remember being on Live PD. Or Live Rescue, sorry. I don't remember being on Live Rescue.
2813, no further.
913, Roger, thank you. On the 7415.
Loud Labs MySpace. Was it an old Leslie, was it an old episode? Larry, I did not. That was Keith. You yourself. They follow San Bernardino Fire Department. I don't work in San Bernardino. I don't remember Live Rescue following me. Huh. Interesting. Leslie, I'm confused. Maybe one of my dudes was in it. You're welcome to find it online and email it to me, scott@loudlabs.com. Let's get to the bottom of this. I already know the answer, but sweet. Loud Labs MySpace. That's funny. Sure can. Thank you. Scott@loudlabs.com. Scott@loudlabs.com. I need a story.
Number 9, subject female, 28 years.
I watched when Live Rescue came out. I recorded the first episode. And then after watching, I would say 10 minutes of it, I'm like, nope. Not watching this ever again. Not only do I live it, I've seen it. And I'm over it. It's basically watching work. When I'm at home, I don't want to watch work. I work enough. And with my new secret, I'm going to be working a lot more. All right, so, yeah, slow down. En route hot chocolate. That's funny.
56, Ventura Boulevard, it's a bank. Alarm is going off. It's secure. You have no ability.
You love Live PD and Live Rescue. Well, that explains why you're here. What channel is Live PD and Live Rescue on? It's a rhetorical question. I know the answer. Maybe it was a hint. Maybe it was a clue. What up, Legacy? I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dude, I'm also gonna move because I'm tired of sitting here.
Can I verify this incident? You want to be trying to close this one?
I'm gonna be up until the sun comes up, but how long am I gonna be live? I have no idea.
11 Epstein Drive.
No idea. Brick House, there's talking about it's not a bank robbery. Can't rob a place that has nobody in it. You can break into it, you can burglarize it, but you can't rob it. And it's on Ventura Boulevard. I hear things too. It's my job. Legacy, give me a shout out to my YouTube channel. Scott, he said please, so absolutely. Everybody go check out Legacy. What up, Code 2? What up, Code 2? Did you get my message on the board? It's very true. Everybody seems to go and it's slow. I'm gonna head in. Well, that just means the stations really, really want a story. And if you, oh, there's a coyote. I don't want to run the red light. Oh, I want to show you. That's a big coyote. So, not only are we gonna check out the coyote right now, I was waiting for Heisenberg to show up so I could show him this, but he never showed up. So, all right, there's the coyote. Look at it. There it is. That thing's huge. It's a big coyote.
313
Go ahead.
It's a Hollywood coyote, dude.
Respond with 3050 to 3953 Dalton Avenue on a missing juvenile.
What's up, Mr. Coyote?
Roger, en route.
What's up, buddy? Oh, poor guy. He's probably hungry.
We notified the alarm company. They're going to send a RP out.
781, Roger.
Red 5 in pursuit. Suspect about 65 pounds. Light brown, 4 legs, furry. I don't think he wants to go up that hill. I don't want to bother you. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I'm stressing him out. I don't want to stress him out anymore. All right, but anyways, look at this, guys. What do we have here?
Dennis Restaurant Center in Aviation for 15-man male.
What do we have here?
Red flannel shirt and blue jeans.
What's up, Heisenberg? What's up, Heisenberg? Dun, dun, dun. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. Coyote. I didn't mean to stress you out. My bad, dude. But I need to go back over here so I can get out of this parking lot. All right, good. Coyote's gone. Red 5, 1022 pursuit. Lost sight of the suspect. Woo! We got some action. Yeah!
What's up, you can show me the watches. 14 William 170, Roger.
Engine in Squad 130, difficulty breathing. 2008 West Avenue I, India, 19 West,
House Pro 1370 East 111, late to critical 20 minutes ago. Suspect Southwest, 14 years, 52, wearing a white jacket, blue or white jeans. Suspect capture as well as cell phone, car keys, code 27356 and RD 1837.
Lincoln Squad 158, chest pain, 126 Long Avenue, 166 Street.
A1, Roger.
Anybody
2039 incident 02.
watch the impeachment hearings today? I did a little bit of computer work and I put on Fox and CNN split screen, no sound. And then I put on a podcast. So every once in a while, I'll look up to see what's going on, read both sides to see how both of them are spinning it, and then continue doing my work. It's one of the dudes reminded me of an old school comedian, man. He would do that thing with his eyes. I think it was Dennis Wolfberg. He's no longer with us, but he would do this thing with his eyes to like create a point. It's like, dude, you're funny with no sound on. I'm guessing you're going to be spoofed on Saturday Night Live real soon here.
Verify 2329 Central.
Is this a no turn on red? This is a no turn on red. But yeah, it was boring to say the least, which is great. That's why I turned it on. That's why I turned it on.
Also have a tracked down suspect at the same location, possibly related. I'll put them both in your stack. Monitor for health and safety. Incident 352, ready for today tonight.
I will say this though. I guess there's two lawyers pretty much going at it. One lawyer was very confident, the other one was very nervous. I'm sure you guys saw and can figure out who was who.
Central from Rescue 98 on scene of the intersection of Brantford and Glen Oaks. We find nothing. Do you have any further? Rescue 98, this call came from LAPD. Stand by. They're reported to be on scene. You don't see them. LAPD. Central from Rescue 98 in the negative. Step out, check with this.
Squad 161, difficulty breathing. 1512 Crumble Avenue, Brain Avenue, 21.
We are on Glen Oaks, south of Brandon.
Yeah, that was.
On Glen Avenue, south of Brantford.
2926 River 75.
Shut up. Rock and roll Rouse.
6848, 6848, are you there?
Only a local knows what I'm talking about.
Code 6
He.
at the southwest corner of Schumann Way as you were Sokoka and Van Owen. For second roll call, have all available units
854 South Oxford Avenue, incident 355, RD 23.
Sup, dudes?
Auto parts store.
No, we're not. Yeah, well, Griffin, we are rolling, but we're not going to a story. We're just not sitting in a parking lot. Calibrating the GPS. I don't use no GPS. I have a map system on my computer. I don't use the GPS. I'll use GPS if I'm in like the hills or something where there's a lot of left, rights, turns and things like that. But for the most part, I was doing this job way before GPS was around. Back when it was Thomas Guide, Thomas Brothers. Thomas. Pink elephant. Yeah. Don't you mean pink dot? Or just pinks? Oh, you're talking about pinks. Somebody said something else. Oh, pink elephant. No. Pinks is a hot dog stand. Pinks is a hot dog stand where people feel the need to wait in line for a hot dog. It's more the experience. Hey, Dabs Mila. Recognize that art? Hey, John Belushi overdosed and died right here. Along with a lot of other stories, but right there is where Belushi died. No locations, guys. That's Pink Taco, but that's not Pink's.
George 266. Okay, 27 13 37, are you clear? Be advised, the monitor user the Hartford station with the west side of the line should be authority next week.
Coming up here on the left is where River Phoenix died. John Belushi and River Phoenix both died of basically the same thing. Having too much fun. So, yeah, a lot of people die on this street. Right here on the right is where Waylon Ryder got arrested. This place is dead. No pun intended. Right there on the left is the Viper room where Mr. Phoenix didn't make it. There's the Roxy. And One Oak, former Rainbow Room, I believe. Here's Doheny, and we're about to get into Beverly Hills.
Pacific Hill, north of King, 6 call, Edward George, 947 on the Silver, out.
Beverly Hills. That's where I am right now. So we're on Sunset, and if you're in Beverly Hills and you live to the left of Sunset or to the south of Sunset, you're living in the slums, man. People north of Sunset look down on you. Isn't that funny that that kind of stuff happens everywhere? Like right now, people consider these houses the slums because you're south of Sunset. Isn't that crazy? Some multi-million-dollar homes right here. This is the slums of Beverly Hills, guys.
I know vehicles driven by and fired 2 shots. Last seen Turquoise North Huntington Drive. Code 378 RD427.
8717 battery, domestic violence, Grand and 82nd Street. Suspect, a female black, wearing a black jacket and gray sweatpants, last seen running on grass towards 78th Street. Code 2 incident 382 ID 1266. 2 Roger. 215 stand by and then call back. Minus 49 responding. Code from Settlement Valley to Turquoise and Depot.
Units 192 unconscious. 95127, keep Quebec, 95th Street East.
Brick House, actually, no, it's not overpopulated. There's a lot of room. It's the cities that are overpopulated. There's lots of room in California for plenty of people. As a matter of fact, you can probably fit the whole country into the state of California. That's how much room there is. We have lots of room. Everybody just decides to all go to one spot. I'm trying to get out of that spot. I'm over that spot.
We're beginning to list around 1310 West 177th Street. Suspect vehicles a blue Buick, suspect male black wearing a black and a sweatshirt. TRS not white vehicle 01036 minus 02.
Arizona has some nice golf courses. As does Texas. And yes, that is absolutely true, Brick House. That is absolutely true. My wife keeps sending me Zillow links to places near my dad. The problem is
3036 automatic launch, 1701 Academy Street.
Yep, that's the problem.
59, a far intersection of 17 Lattice.
Control, there's an open line. Here's where the Eagle. 2897, 2897, have you right?
I've done that. Maybe we can get a 44 suspect in with Denny's 235 talking about now. Your suspect is around black 20 years, blue jacket, and gray pants. With a green backpack. 237-0387, ready 2027.
It's 46 degrees here. Patty, Colorado, I'm not mad at.
Engine 152 abdominal main.
Not mad at all.
Monte Carlo in 685 Eastern Highway, Unit 123, Ritos Avenue.
We are literally driving down one of the most expensive streets in the world. In the world. Yup, Rodeo Drive.
Engine is spot 191 The Harbor 1, the KLS, 610 Oak Way, Merced Avenue.
Suspect is Black 7th and Gladys. Suspect is Romeo Black 28. Below wearing a red shirt. Number 224, no further. One suspect was holding a baseball bat. Last seen running 7 towards town. Code 77390, 931307. After the call 30 ringer 2902 South Central Avenue, Castleville, Armed Subject Incident 381.
There's some really great overpriced restaurants here. If anybody's into paying lots of money for little plates. Well, big plates with little food. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of the hood.
Good to 45 code 6 Cougars, South 8 on 4, Paul Robert Boy, 875.
It's a little early to be touristing out here, guys.
245 code 6 Cougars, South of 8, 4 Paul Robert Boy, 875. 1 unit 6 815, 6 815, 415, man, listed at 9, listed at 5, suspect running on sign, suspect Fort Hollywood, suspect male Israeli, black shorts, blue shirt, blue cheese, running into oncoming traffic code 3, incident 0392 and 9646. Oh, yeah, separate records and begin over the description of people moving to shooting. You're starting to get through from Clifton and Sunset and Mike.
Queen, if you rewind the stream, we did that a while ago. We're already down to Wilshire. We passed that. That's on Hollywood. Brick house. Those were statues. Yeah, those were statues. Those weren't real people. The windshield's dirty. That's what it is. The windshield's dirty.
411-067.
761 RA761, testing. 595 Price Drive, Town Center Drive.
They're statues of people. Yeah, man, it's 3:02 in the morning. You're not taking a picture with your child and your dog. Well, I mean, if you just got into town and you're from the other side of the country, or I mean the other side of the world, then yeah, I guess you could be awake at 3 in the morning.
Located.
41, Secret BLS. Hospital Way on 120th Street in front of the Hawkins building.
No, it's not dangerous at night. It's not dangerous during the day either. Hollywood is dangerous. Rodeo Drive is not near Hollywood. I mean, it's near Hollywood from where you guys are, but if you're in Beverly Hills, Hollywood's not near it. There's a whole city between them. It's called West Hollywood. Nope, no car wash yet. I think that's gonna happen today. I think the two things I want to accomplish, besides trying to get a hit or two, is I would like to make some pars and get my car washed. That's what my Wednesday is all about. Now there's a street just named the same thing, but over near on the other side of the 10 freeway, south of the 10, they call that Rodeo. So there's Rodeo Drive and Rodeo Drive. It's spelled the same. It just depends on where you're at. Not all of it. I don't think they renamed all of it. Obama, right? I don't think all of it was renamed. I don't think I've ever recorded a Kardashian. No, during my paparazzi days, Kim was just Paris's assistant. Kim wasn't even on the radar yet. Work in SoCal, no. This thing barely sees the daylight. Like, it's parked in the garage. So it has a nice, has a decent wax coat on it that doesn't get too ruined from the sun. But this thing lives indoors for the most part during the day. But it's dirty. It is dirty, as the kids say, AF. Here's the old Death Row Records building right here on the right. Right on the other side of those lights. Boom. Death Row Records. Been to a couple drive-by shootings right there. Imagine going to the wrong rodeo. If you are out of town and you're looking at a map and you're not at the one in Beverly Hills and you want to be at the one in Beverly Hills, you are definitely bummed. Definitely bummed. No, that's not a free scooter. It has a GPS on it. But if you have an app, they'll charge your card to ride it. Woke? No, I haven't actually. I haven't been there since it was built. Yeah, thanks, Liquid. Appreciate that. The Broad Museum, isn't that a brothel? Nope. It is not a brothel. It is exactly what it's called, a museum. I did hear about the freeness. I heard that last week.
Wind 37837, person down for southbound 405 Santa Monica.
I got pee. I really, really wanted to find you guys a story, but I might have to say goodbye soon.
Live person ID, the alarm company still shows that active alarm on their side. They have an RP with 1 hour ETA. We'll see if we can make access.
King Mojo, get yourself a side salad to start, and moon's over my hammy. You won't be hungry anymore. Smells like tar. Why does it smell like asphalt? I know why. Uh-oh. That's exactly what you're getting. That's funny. I just drove by the tar pits. That's why it stinks. Derek Price, this is your first time seeing this channel. Right on, Derek. Derek, are you familiar with who I am or what it is I do? Run, Derek. Derek, do you have Netflix? That's weird. You do. All right, Derek. Do you live in the Los Angeles area? You don't have to say where you live. Just curious if you're in the Los Angeles area or not. I'm a good sleep aid, yeah, because I'm boring. And I have a voice that's soothing and puts you to sleep. You live in the great state of Texas, as does my dad. There are people who do what I do in Texas, but all right, so if you have Netflix, check out a show called Shot in the Dark. It will explain who I am, what it is I do. Well, it'll kind of show you better than it'll explain, but it's way better than me telling you what I do. But the link I just put up is a link to the show on Netflix. The company On Scene, they are actually in Dallas. They're not in Houston. They're in Dallas. Nobody's in San Antonio or El Paso. But none of the guys that you see on the show are the guys that are in Dallas, except for if you look at their meetings, you might see a glimpse of the guys that are in Dallas. But anyways, I'm a news cameraman. I go around and I film all the bad things you see on TV in the morning. We also had a show on True TV back in like 2007, 2008. And that you can watch, we call that the prequel. And that you can see right here. Derek is who I'm talking to, right? Let me make sure. Boom! You've given me a good $25 or something tonight, dude. I was gonna say that. Yeah, have you seen the movie, Derek? Have you seen the movie Nightcrawler? It's basically that without Hollywood embellishments. I was researched for that role, and that movie ended exactly the way my life was going at that time. Derek, a couple things you should know about the channel. Let's say you subscribe. I'm not asking you to, but let's say you do. I don't just do live streams on here. I have a team, and I put their raw footage or their news stories up on this channel. So let's say you subscribe to me, and all of a sudden I upload, let's say 10 stories. You're gonna get 10 emails. Sorry about that. If you don't open any of those emails, you're not gonna get the notification that I went live. You don't need to get the notification that I get live. I'm just letting you know that this channel doesn't just do live. We also do posts of footage. Yeah, I am in a Charger. I am in a Dodge Charger. She's really dirty right now. This is how dirty she is. That's how dirty she is. I won't write your whole name, Des, but you paid me enough money today to where I don't mind writing you a message. There you go, Des. And I usually don't do things for money, but this guy has donated enough money for me to get my finger dirty for 2 seconds. Derek, how old are you? I'm not trying to hire you, so I'm allowed to ask you that. And even if I was trying to hire you, I could still ask you that because you're not going to be an employee. But anyways, there's a reason why, Derek, I'm asking you. Ooh. Derek, how old are you? I just saw how you found us. There's a reason I'm asking. Because if you're a kid of the 80s, you'll appreciate my next statement.
It's 43 Squad 26 Medical Rescue. Trimble Canyon and Palm Avenue, St. Viviani Church. Shelter.
$43. All right, so you're definitely an 80s kid. I just turned 45. So I grew up, as did the director of Shot in the Dark, grew up watching, you know, Magnum PI, Hardcastle and McCormick, The Dukes of Hazzard, The A-Team, Airwolf. All these shows have what in common? Well, Airwolf's obviously not the same thing, but the same thing.
Engine 33 abdominal pain PLS 4495.
Woke, I'm not a 70s kid.
407.
I was born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. Yeah, I was born at the end of 74, but I'm not a 70s kid. I'm an 80s kid. But anyways, Derek, all those shows obviously had a car that was a character. And the way that the director made my car in the show, my car was kind of like a character in the show. So you got the main cast and my car, my dirty ass car. Now, you will never see my car dirty in that show. I took that thing to the car wash every day before I showed up to set to get it geared up. That thing was shiny every time. That thing showed up camera ready like a mofo.
if it has any local vehicle license is the 2020, 20823.
Setting location. Here, sure, we're gonna make entry. If you just check the backside, please.
Yeah, I sleep. I sleep all the time, actually. Lately, I'm mostly known for sleeping. I just don't show you guys me sleeping. To be honest with you, my sleep is probably more exciting than this stream. As in, there's a lot of excitement when I sleep. I'm a restless sleeper, so I'm always moving. Always moving. And from what I'm told, I snore, so it would be an exciting stream. Why does Jim Carrey not look like Jim Carrey? Damn. It's a big piece of art, man. Thank you for my service. My service isn't quite what you think it is, I don't think. What's going on at the Wiltern? Anything? Nope. Nothing of any fun.
Unit 24, 24, and Calgary on the Kill 715, Station Avenue, only
From the vehicle more. Stand chronic music.
The suspect is wearing dark colored clothing, carrying a flashlight, inside of the vehicle at this time.
It occurred approximately 30 minutes ago from the Arco gas station on Manchester and Broadway. The vehicle could be described as a black four-door Nissan Altima 2003, license plate 4 Zebra X-ray NORAD 267. Suspect could be described as a female black 5'11", 130 pounds, pink eyes, blue hair, goes by the name of Fiona, has full body tattoos, a cross tattoo on her hand. Last seen headed southbound on Broadway from Manchester, Canada.
Information incident 422. Unit 424 Chelsea Street.
444. On USGT, occurred 30 minutes ago from the Arco gas station, Manchester and Broadway, vehicle taking a black four-door Nissan Altima 2003, 4 Zebra X-ray NORAD 267. 4 Zebra X-ray NORAD 267. Passing southbound Broadway from Manchester. Suspect female by 5'11", 130 Hazel. Hazel eye, blue hair. Windows window, body tattoo, cross tattoo on the hand. Information 396.
I'll make units 453, 453 to 11 Line 4408 Ward Street, 4408 Ward Street, at business, 423.
236,
Ow.
The PR is following the suspect. Suspect is a male black hooded sweatshirt, black pants, so position incident 0.21. Please units for the quick call identified. Chance at 315, 315. Citizen following up Berkeley from motor vehicle suspect. There now 3964 South Holbrook, 3964 South Holbrook Boulevard, code 3. Is it 421 and RD 376?
If it's Roger, staying in 40.
Green is 315, responding code 3 from Figueroa at 40 of 23964 South Holbrook. You can do phonetically south of the street. 13 William, Ocean, Robert, Tom, Henry. Tom Holbein. The suspect enters the residence 3980 Holbein towards the rear yard, possibly going to enter on spot 16. They can't find the front of that address. Position 7.21. Student 424.
I need a car fire or a water main break. Something.
1987-59 after 86.
Disconnect with the PR. He claims that he was barricaded his room and he's moving the barricade to come outside. There's no further information from the PR at this time.
Boulevard 8977 Glenham Boulevard of the business. Code 3 incident 05 correction 0425 and RD 1675.
First source. I don't know if it's called freelance paperwork, but they send us a W-2 or W-9 or W something. I don't know what it is. We fill out paperwork after you get to a certain point. After they've sent you a certain amount of hits, they're going to want you to fill out some paperwork. You fill out that paperwork, and then at the end of the year, they send us paperwork.
This is 10.21. Hurricane over 4408 West Street. 245 traffic stop. 81 from Los Angeles. 6 David, Ida Adam 139. 2023 Roger. 639-64, hold on.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go 10 miles an hour too? I don't understand what you're trying to do. Hi guys, you might want to drive a little faster. Just a thought.
Henry, William 537.
I'll be right back.
To where the traffic crossover, suspect still on the rooftop. One property east of 4408, and he's walking eastbound on the rooftop. Looks like he's got one more roof he can jump down onto. He's going to be in the backyard at a rail yard of some kind. 18 for the alarm company, it's a general panic alarm.
122 was on Beach Rescue 9 for an overdose.
Hey, this is South 407. Are we headed the right direction?
Hey guys, I've got my eyes on the suspect. Just look at my light. Suspect's going to be under my light. He's off the roof now, down on the railroad tracks, and he's going to be running eastbound. And I can't give you that street name that's east of 4408 just yet. Alright, the street that he's running towards now is going to be Bonnie Beach, and he's crouching down next to a fence, running again now, and he's going back westbound to a vacant lot, trying to hide under a tarp now. Guys, if you can go one street south of, alright, black and white that's eastbound on the railroad right away, he's going to be under my light here. There's a fence on your passenger side, and you'll see the fence, and he's hiding under a tarp right here. Alright, black and white, that's on the railroad right away, guys. If you could just get over here eastbound. He's fighting with the tarp, and now he's going to be back running. He's running eastbound again along the tracks out towards Bonnie Beach. He's up against the fence. He's just trying to evade my light.
Yeah, he's trying to evade you.
Alright, he's under a bush.
You're the cops.
He's back out again.
He's the bad guy. That's what cops and bad guys do.
Alright, still running eastbound along the tracks. Alright, units responding. Bedford's going to be on the south side. I've got officers in foot pursuit on the tracks. I need officers to respond to Bedford south of where my light's at. Just be directed by my light on Bedford. I also need units to get onto Bonnie Beach. Black and white at Bonnie Beach. Hold. He's running that direction. Just hold on the railroad tracks. Alright, he's into a property. He went inside of a fence, and a unit in foot pursuit. You'll see kind of an opening in the fence. He went in that fence opening, and now he's on a spur.
Oh, the Grammys are here.
This building that says Beef Stogan.
Welcome to the Grammys.
And he just got into the building. Alright, suspect's going to be inside of a building now, and I'll see if I can get you guys an address. We need to get units on to standby. Worth and Boca is where we need to get units to. And suspect's going to be inside of an industrial building here. Officers that were in foot pursuit, you're going to be directly in front of. You can just hold on these two doors. Suspect went up. Suspect went up the stairs and into the building. Alright, suspect has taken off his black jacket. He's made his way out to the front. He's under my light now. He's going to be in a gray long sleeve shirt, black pants, and he's now carrying his hoodie, and he's coming out towards the intersection. Standby. He's got another fence to jump. Alright, he's coming back out towards. He's jumping over the fence. He dropped his jacket, and he's got a red hat on. Going to Bonnie Beach. Just keep coming around. Come all the way around. Come to my light, and he's going to be right at the elbow, walking out towards the street now.
No, nobody stopped me.
Need a backup to respond to a word.
I never left you unattended.
I've got a secondary unit with the officers making contact with the suspect now. Standby. Suspect is cooperating. Any units responding, use caution. Suspects in the street, southbound lane, at Worth, just south of the valley.
Ooh. Come on, come on, come on.
Vicinity area teams from their backup reader, supervisor, southbound lane, at Worth, south of valley. Suspect is wearing a red hat, gray long sleeve shirt, black pants, carrying his black hoodie sweater.
Southbound 605 at Carson. Route.
Alright, well, be something good. Pickup truck on its side, driver climbing out of the vehicle. Oh man, what a bummer. What a bummer. What a bummer. Oop. I'm over it. We'll go there. Hey, good morning, Dad. I don't know what that means, Dez. But alright. Alright. Look up, wake up. I said I'd be back. I said I'd be back, and I came back. It's just not good to text while driving, so I figured I would pull over. Pull over. Dad, I've been going for almost 3 hours, and we ain't got nothing. I didn't leave you all. I pulled over. I never got out of the car once. Dad, I've been going almost 3 hours and I ain't got nothing. And Heisenberg, I was talking about you earlier and you missed it. But yeah, it's been It's been a boring one again. Again. I know, right, Dad? I'm sorry, too. I got a full tank of gas and everything. Quaker, I was doing some weather shots, and while I was sitting in my car sending out some other weather shots, he put that whatever on my lens. So essentially he affected my livelihood. Security guards were trying to secure things, and they didn't like the fact that I was doing my weather package right there. So I wasn't going to put him on the internet, but once I went and looked at my footage and I saw that he messed with my my shot, then yeah, obviously I'm going to put him on the internet. It's a big no-no for them to touch people's stuff. He kind of can't do that. And he's not really a good representation of that company with his ponytail, his unkempt everything. Treating people in the media like that. Once he saw my car, he thought he like broke a case of something, and all of a sudden like became a detective. And you can tell he got all excited. And they never called the cops once. They just decided to mess around with me, so I'm gonna mess around with them.
Medical Rescue, 51 South Arizona, at 109.
Quaker, why would I run? I had my car there. I had my...
Fire, 67 first and 5300 South Aya Road. That's 5300 Aya Road. Off of Pearl Tree Place. The Channel 9 response. Delta Tackle 12.
Jet 46, electrical, 909 West 57th Street, Closer, Vermont.
Campaign, 44117 Sunview Court, dead end in Park Circle Drive.
large, two-story commercial, approximately 100 by 100 with nothing showing. It needs that type of mode.
Finding the structure fire, 300 South Olive Road, engine 67 on stage, reports large, two-story commercial, approximately 100 by 100, nothing showing, invest mode. Spain, 4134 Lennox Boulevard, Eastwood Avenue.
Dad, yes, no, kinda. There was a security guard that messed with me last night, so I put him on the internet. It's the story called Ally Universal. I was doing a weather shot and I didn't notice, and he put a cloth or a piece of trash on my lens. And then when I walked back to my car, he took it off. Or when I walked back to the camera, he took it off, and you can see him do it. And then I was recording him because they started to get a little out of control, so I want to let them know I was recording them in case they touch my camera, so I could use it as evidence, because they're not allowed to. And that's when I hit record, and he said, I don't give you permission to put me on the internet. So I went and put him on the internet. You're in a public place, I don't need your permission, and that's not the type of stuff or thing I do, and I wasn't going to put him on the internet. But then when I went back and I looked at my shot, I was like, oh, alright, I'll put you on the internet.
Engine 116 public assist, 4270, 184th Street, Barker Avenue, Phillips.
So fire from engine 67, just an updated size up. It was supposed to get car. This large one-story commercial, we have no smoke, we just have a smell of smoke in the area. Engine 67 is the first light force flying on the invest.
67 Roger, smell of smoke in the area. 161 fire alarm, 13300 Hoffman Boulevard, to LA Metro. Smell of smoke. All other units, make yourselves available for Million Avenue. Nice Santa Street.
Engine 67, light force 517. Like we helped you.
You can go home. He already canceled everybody.
Hey, Light Force 5, we're entering the building down the Bravo side with RP. We see nothing right now. Maybe check out the roof if you see anything. We're just getting inside the building right now.
We were en route to a fire, but we canceled that a long time ago.
In 801 Psych, Valley and Boca. Matt Clark, 2224 Silver Ridge.
Engine 67 from Light Force. Do you smell smoke inside?
Hey, Light Force 5 from engine 67. Yeah, we just got inside. Inside's completely clear. The smell is coming down the Bravo side. It could be a homeless encampment over here off the water. Give me 1 second, I'll get back to you. Light Force 5 from engine 67. It's going to get false, just a smoke scare. Sounds like it might be a warming fire coming off the water over here, but we don't find anything. Roger, engine 67. I'm going to go ahead and give the tack back in the truck 7. Sounds good, thank you. Answer from Light Force 5 at 5300 South Paula Road. It's going to be a smoke scare. We'll go ahead and use it back to tack and go back to 7. Force 5, Roger. We'll take back to tack, going to 7. Smoke scare. MSC from engine 56. Did we make contact with medical work company? They want force entry. Engine 56. Alarm company said they didn't have anything on file for force entry. Use your discretion.
For those of you wondering what it is we're talking about, there, you can check that out. The time between where he put it on the lens and where he took it off the lens, probably about 10 minutes. So, yeah, I added a little music to make it a little more entertaining.
Will be 98, 114, plus that, so long.
Clear 98, 0355, and I'm watched by 425.
I agree, Patty. I agree.
It'll be 98.
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to go away at 4 o'clock. If for some reason I find myself at a decent story, I'll come back. But for the most part, I'm going to continue to stay out. But I'm tired of you guys following me. Wake up, check it out now. It's 40 seconds. Just check it out now. I'll wait. I promise you won't miss anything.
Engine 103, Squad 40, unconscious. 9519 Karen Drive, Athens Boulevard.
Dude, it's already 4 o'clock and the news starts. I haven't done anything. It's pretty rude. Yeah, it's pretty not cool. Sometimes music tells the story. See you later, Des. Appreciate all the dollars, man. Thank you very much. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so what a bummer. What a bummer, what a bummer, what a bummer.
That's for these two as officers.
Gets annoying sometimes.
4901 Southwestern Avenue to second custody.
Shut up!
I know these supervisor meet 11817 Fletcher and Weldon. 9506 customer levels. Hey guys, I got another one for you. He's up on the roof, 1 east of the location. Actually, 2.
Nice.
21 to 6 King and Budlong, 6 Boy, near Union, 519.
998, I can show us on the floor at the Bad Station.
Consider in front of 4408 Orth, switch over to Simplex. 4408, 418, Buffalo Avenue, apartment 19. You're going for D code 2 and
Could have picked a better street name than Fupa.
The other one's going to be
That's funny.
over and the green over black. And olive green over black. They're huddled in the corner of the building, of the rooftop of the building.
Come on, one more minute and I can say goodbye. I can probably say goodbye now. I can do whatever I want. It's my stream, so I guess I will. All right, Des, if you're still here, thank you for the donations. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Even though I didn't get a hit tonight, I got a something. All right, so yeah, I am gonna get my vehicle washed today, and I'm hoping to make a couple cars. All right, everybody. Damn, I did. I tried. Bye, Dad. Love you too. All right, y'all. Remember, tomorrow is promised to no one. Hug your loved ones. Later, losers.